the first key thing that we need to think about getting electricity from the plug socket into your appliance is physically what happens inside the plug. Right? The plug's designed to go and carry electricity in, but there are a lot of different safety features that are included. So, start off with, mains electricity comes in through a wire. That single wire has 3 wires inside. Those wires are copper wires because copper is a good conductor of electricity. It's nice and thick. It's coated in flexible plastic so it can bend without tearing or fraying. Also, plastic is a good conductor of, well, it's not a good conductor of electricity. It's an insulator, so therefore it helps prevent electrocution in case any of these wires become frayed inside, the electricity can't get out. The second thing to think about is about the physical cables that are inside the cell. So we've got 3 cables. Each of them are covered in some sort of tough plastic or rubber. That's because rubber or plastic is an insulator, so it stops the current from passing from one to another. Third thing to think about is the physical pins on the plugs that are going to go and fit into the socket. There's 3 of them. Each of them are made out of brass. We use brass because it's relatively hard. It's also a very good conductor of electricity. Right, the next key thing to think about in terms of safety, especially when it comes to our plug, is the fact that it's got a fuse, right? A fuse is a small tube of glass with a thin wire going through. The electric current runs from the mains into the appliance through that fuse. If the current gets too high for whatever reason, that fuse blows, the cable inside melts, and that cuts the electricity off. So it can prevent electrocution. It can also prevent the appliance from becoming damaged. So that's the fuse. Right, fuses can come in a number of different sizes dependent on the appliance and how much electricity needs to pass in. Holding the main cable into it is a cable grip. The cable grip is there, as it might imply, to grip the cable. It stops the cable from being pulled out at the bottom because that could go and damage where the wires are being held in place inside. And the final part really is to just go and talk about what the physical wires are. So the brown wire is the live wire. That is the wire that the current is passing through to get into the appliance. The blue wire is the neutral wire. The neutral wire is there to go and it completes the circuit. The blue and green wire is the earth wire, and the earth wire is there to act as a safety feature when or if there is a problem with the appliance and there's a short circuit, because it goes and takes the electricity down to earth so it prevents electrocution. Right, that is a brief summary of the key areas that you need to think about when talking about plugs.